welcome back. So, this time I'll be watching episode 7 of The Penguin, which is called Top Hat. I'm a little concerned because the thumbnail has Oswald's mom on it, and the last thing that we saw in episode 6 was none other than Sofia standing in the apartment where Oswald and Victor were hiding her. Yeah, Sofia paid a visit to the lady that he goes to sleep with and hang out with, the head of the prostitutes in that area, right? And it's amazing she didn't kill her. She was ready to die. I think she thought that she was just going to kill her. But Sofia's just out to get Oswald. Yeah, out for revenge. Yeah, I'm a little concerned for Oz's mother. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to dilly-dally any longer and just see what this episode brings. Let's get to it.
Hold me closer and I feel no pain every beat of my
Ma.
Is this them when they're kids? Right. Yeah, it's little Oswald.
I'm still waking, baby.
It's the weekend. How about we watch a movie? One of the old ones you like.
Maybe later.
Today.
I think stupid.
Got him. I'm keeping a red one. Count to 10, slowly, and no peeking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Damn. He just went straight to 10.
I know you're here somewhere.
Mental.
Guys, come on, this is bullshit. You're supposed to stay in the station.
No.
Have patience. We're gonna kill him soon.
Okay. I'll call you when we're heading your way.
I ain't doing shit till I know my mom's alright. Just let me talk to her.
You trying to make a deal, Oz? With me? I hold up my end, you hold up yours. Remember, you said that to me.
Right.
And you assured me you wouldn't hurt my family. And I'm gonna give you the exact same deal.
Daddy also took his mushrooms. Well, Sofia's mushrooms. Yep. Goes both ways, I guess.
I brought you breakfast.
Well, at least she's treating her with respect.
You nervous?
No.
Yeah, you're uncovering some truths about Oswald, aren't you?
Why are you here?
We may have a problem. I have a friend that works at Brookside Children's Home. Brookside is the residential facility that's looking after your cousin Gia.
Okay.
Evidently, she's asking to speak to the police. She's the only loose end from the gassing. I don't want this to be a burden to you. And I'm happy to speak to her.
And she changed her mind. She talks you in trouble. Yeah. Oh, I was not expecting that. Motherfucker get a heart attack. Wow. You got fucking lucky, man.
You're supposed to destroy me, Sal. Trying to steal from me. Trying to take what's mine. What I built.
Yeah. You gonna take the ring? Oh, Sofia's got no partner now.
I want to be free. I want Oz to feel pain. Real pain.
You lost your brother.
I need him to suffer. for what he's done.
It's not gonna be so simple, I guess, as giving her the product back. These guys aren't gonna give it up so easily. Whoa! That I was not expecting. God damn, Sofia.
Ma, I got dinner for you. You're up. We're going out. Go on, your suit.
Okay. Yeah, it talked about her taking him to Monroe. So that part was true.
You have to promise me that you're gonna make something of yourself.
Wow, they're leaving it there? Alright, guys. Wow. What an intense episode. Honestly, I thought Francis was a goner this one. But it looks like Sofia's just about extending Oswald's suffering, making him really pay for what he did to her. Jeez, well, we don't know where Victor is, and again, Oswald has lost all the product. Yeah, Sofia doesn't care at this point, man, because not only did she destroy his whole operation, some people up above are fucking hurt, man. That's kind of crazy, but she's desperate. And, you know, she's all out to just make him pay. You know, especially because now she doesn't have Salvatore to support her. That was also a big surprise. I was not expecting the old man to go out with a heart attack. You know, I guess it was all a little too much for him. I had no idea he had a weak heart condition. Talk about a lucky draw for Oswald, you know. And Colin Farrell's acting amazing, of course. That little monologue he had after he died, right before he shoots him. Also, the lady that plays Sofia, I keep forgetting her name. I believe it's Cristin something. She's amazing. She never ceases to amaze me. That moment with Gia and how she sees herself reflected in the little girl, and you know, I guess the trigger was the scars that she was self-inflicting wounds on herself, and I guess she saw herself in that, you know, because she had been self-inflicting wounds on herself too, in her sleep, of course, seeing all the women that her father had choked to death. I guess according to Julian, Sofia's dreams are of Carmine strangling Sofia. So that's probably what she's dreaming. We haven't really seen that, but I'm assuming that's what it was, because that's what Julian Rush said. Yeah, it's you know, her performance is truly heartbreaking. The way she switches on and off, like, you know, from her vulnerable side and her tormented side in pain. And then, you know, when you see that look in her eyes when she's, you know, about to cause some chaos, it's really impressive. I love her performance. I think, you know, definitely Colin and her steal the show. Also, the lady that plays Francis, she's amazing too. Her ability to switch, you know, make us really believe that she has some form of dementia. When she just kind of slips into the past, and she slipped into that moment when her sons died that night. I guess she thought she was talking to a police officer. It was truly heartbreaking. It's a very good episode again, but it kind of makes me wonder at this point, you know, I wonder what Batman's thinking, you know, because there's a lot going on in between Sofia and Oswald, and, you know, explosions around town and all. He had to have heard what's going on, unless, you know, he's extremely busy with everything that happened at the end of the Batman. He could be taking care of something else. I guess we won't know that until we see the Batman 2, right? But yeah, I'm just curious to think, you know, what the hell is Bruce thinking at this point? You know, there's a lot of shit. But yeah, anyway, guys, I believe it's just 8 episodes this season. Let me check real quick. So that was the penultimate, and in good fashion, the penultimate episode is always pretty intense. We'll have 8 episodes. So yeah, that was the penultimate episode. No wonder it was so packed with so much intensity, so much emotional stakes. Definitely the reveal of him being the reason his brothers died was awful. Started off at such a young age, right? All because he was pissed at them for the hide and seek game. I mean, granted, it was kind of mean for them to go down there knowing he wouldn't be able to come down. Still, he closed the door on them, but he was always a bit jealous of the relationship, especially it seems the older one had with his mother. Very intense, very emotional, a very emotional episode. So yeah, I can't wait to see how they finish this off in episode 8. Yeah, I've got a lot of questions, wondering where all this is going to end and what's going to be the situation finally between Sofia and Oswald. Anyway, guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this penultimate episode. How do you feel about all the reveals and everything that's been going on? Where do you think, if you've finished the whole season, I'm assuming that most of you have already. If you have, please don't spoil anything, but how did you feel about this episode? What were your thoughts on how this was going to end? And please don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get alerted when I upload the next episode of The Penguin. And take care, everyone.